I only care about 3 things when it comes to making smoothies. I want it to be easy, I want it to be tasty, and I want it to be healthy. So in this video, I'm going to break down 3 simple but tasty smoothie recipes that you can easily try at home. Going for high protein, not too many calories, and taste great. Okay, so this first one is very simple. I went ahead and grabbed some fresh strawberries here, organic strawberries, rinse them off, cut the tops off, and I've got about 4 ounces of strawberries here, as well as I filled my blender with some ice there. Just a good amount of ice, nothing too specific. I'm gonna add my 4 ounces of strawberries. It's gonna keep it low calorie, also providing some good carbs, as well as, keeping some good phytochemicals in there, some nutrients from the strawberries. All right, next up, I am going to grab my protein. So today I'm using Vega Sport. This is a non-dairy protein powder, 30 grams of protein per serving. So we're gonna do 2 scoops for a high protein, low calorie. Can't forget about the almond milk. I'm using original unsweetened almond milk. This is Simple Truth brand, not the best brand, but not the worst either. So we're just gonna add a little bit of that in there. Boom, not too much, because we want it to be nice and thick. And then I'm gonna dig in here and grab 2 scoops of protein powder. Here we go. Maybe a little bit under 2 scoops there. No worries, should be between 50 and 60 grams of protein there. So we'll go ahead and get this ready and we'll blend it up. It is very thick, so I'm gonna add just a little bit more almond milk so that this thing will actually blend up here. Perfect, that smells phenomenal. All right guys, that is the first one there, done. We are ready to go. Let's pour this out and take a look. Oh yeah, nice and thick. Oh, we got a couple clumps in there, probably didn't blend it all the way, but no worries there. Amazing. So that is actually only going to be 19 grams of carbs, 8 grams of fat, and 56 grams of protein. So that's pretty phenomenal there. Can't complain. About 350 calories. Give that a taste. Tastes great. All right guys, so that is the simple smoothie. We'll go ahead and set that aside for now. And we'll show you the standard. For the standard, we're going to put a little bit of ice in here, not too much. That ice will sneak up on you and give you a brain freeze if you're not careful. So a little bit of ice in there. Then we're going to do almond milk, protein powder again, and then I'm gonna add a couple more things. Add a banana here, and then we're also going to add this organic PB Fit peanut butter powder. Now this peanut butter powder is great. Low calorie. For 2 tablespoons, you're only getting 70 calories, and there's 8 grams of protein per serving. So pretty solid option there, great for flavor as well. So we're gonna grab this here. We're gonna start with our almond milk base. A little bit more than last time. We're actually just going to do 1 scoop this time. I know I did 2 scoops. You can do 1 or 2 scoops. It really just depends on how much protein you want. That is 1 or 2 scoops of protein. For this one, for the demonstration purposes, I'm just going to do 1, which is 30 grams of protein in this one that I have here. However, again, do as much or as little as you want. So we're going to do a full banana here. What I'm gonna do real quick before I throw this banana in here is I'm going to weigh it on the scale back here so that you can see this, so I know not all bananas are created equally. Some of them are big, girthy guys, and some of them are little pinners. So you wanna make sure you know, okay, so 101 grams, so basically 100 grams of banana there. Drop that in there. Okay, now as far as the peanut butter powder, I'm a big fan of this. I'm going to weigh the peanut butter powder first. I can put it on there actually is what I can do. And then I can zero it out, so it goes to 0. And then I'm going to do 2 of these scoops, 2 level scoops. I just got this scooper from like an old protein powder or something like that. So that's just what I use. It actually doesn't come with any of those scoopers. So you'll just have to use a table measuring spoon or like a regular kitchen spoon. So I'll do 1 there, boom, and we're actually gonna do 2 of those. I got 1 more, boom, in there. And then if I put this back on the scale using displacement, it'll show me exactly how many grams. So I did exactly 32 grams, which I happen to know is exactly 2 servings of the PB Fit powder. Perfect. All right, so that is all for this one. It's a nice chocolate, banana, peanut butter, almond milk mix there with some ice. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my top there and let's blend it up. Again, there's a lot of times a little bit of a struggle with not enough liquid, so just feel free to put another little splash of almond milk or maybe even a little bit of water, just depending on what you're feeling. Get it shaking around up in there. All right, throw that back on the blender. All right, guys, so that one is done. We'll go ahead and pour this out. This is the standard. Again, almond milk, protein powder, banana, and peanut butter powder. Oh, yeah. That's nice and blended. Love that consistency, and I'm sure that is going to taste phenomenal. Let's give that a taste here. This is the standard. Wow. Yeah, that banana in there makes it really nice and thick. And the peanut butter powder in there, phenomenal. All right, guys, so for macros on this one, we are looking at 40 grams of protein. Again, you can manipulate that and make that more like 60 or 70 if you use 2 scoops of protein, and then 35 carbohydrates, and then 8 grams of fat. And that is actually for a total of 350 calories, actually technically 349. Solid option there, that is the standard. Put that aside there and we will move on to number 3. All right, guys, now we have all these extra ingredients here. We are going to go for the deluxe. This is the third type of smoothie here. So this is going to be almond milk, protein powder, raw honey, PB Fit, blueberries and strawberries. It's gonna be a banana, and it's going to be grass-fed Greek yogurt. So starting out, again, we got some ice cubes in the bottom of there. Now let me show you what I'm doing. This is a great little hack. This is probably one of the easiest things to do if you have a food scale, is for each individual ingredient, if you are tracking this with macros, you're gonna want to essentially zero out your scale, and then you can add each additional ingredient, and then once you have it in there, you can clearly see how much it weighs on the scale. You can plug it into MyFitnessPal or whatever you are using to track, and you zero out again, and then you use the next ingredient. We're gonna start with almond milk there, put a good amount in there. Again, for demonstration purposes, I am just going to be using 1 scoop of this protein powder. You can do 2 if you want extra protein, but 1 is plenty for me. And then we do a little bit of raw honey. So I'm gonna zero out the scale there. It says 0, and I'm gonna add this and we'll see what the scale says after. Because it is now weighing the additional 2, 3, 12, about 13 grams. About 13 grams of honey in there, so I'll make sure to note that for my MyFitnessPal. And I've got some freshly cut, oh my gosh. That is such a big fail, and we caught that on video. Wow. So I guess for that reason, maybe you don't want to put a big ass blender on top of your scale because you might easily knock it over and destroy your kitchen. So learn from me. So now that I just destroyed my kitchen, let's restart that a little bit. The almond milk, we got the scoop of protein in there, a little bit less because there's already some in there. Got the scale zeroed out. Now I'm gonna add my fresh strawberries in here. Perfect. Okay, so I know that is 158 grams. Where's my phone? Mark that for MyFitnessPal. Okay, great. So I'm gonna zero that out again. And now I'm going to grab my fresh blueberries, organic, which I already washed off. So I'm just going to carefully add these in here now. And I'm gonna watch the scale as it goes up a bit. Boom. All right, that's a little bit more than I normally do, but that's 116 grams, so I'm gonna put that in. Perfect, zero it out again, and then I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of my bananas here, peel it, get this off here, remove the banana. I like to break it in half, and then I can see there on the scale, 116 grams. Wow, exact same as the blueberries. 116 grams for the banana. All right, now same thing with the grass-fed Greek yogurt. This is A2, it's by Alexander is the brand, 100% grass-fed, A2 organic, plain yogurt, extra cream on top. So I'm gonna give it a little bit of a mix, and then I'm looking down here. Basically, I know that what I need to do is I need to get about 170 grams for 1 serving in here. So I've got my measurement zeroed out there. I'm gonna do a couple scoops. I'll actually probably, what I'll do is I'll just pour it because this is super easy to pour. I'm going for 170 grams is 1 serving. I'm actually gonna do a little bit less there because that's a lot. I'm just gonna do 140. There we go. Stopped at 140 grams there is the weight. So I'll mark that in MyFitnessPal as well. Zero that out. Now, last but not least, we have the organic PB Fit. So we'll grab a scoop out of here. I know that each scoop is typically around 15, 16 grams. Let's see, let's dump it in there. Yep, 15 grams on the dot. Perfect. All right, so that is it. That is all the ingredients in the deluxe. Now, you know what time it is? Time to blend it up. Okay, now I might have put a little bit too much almond milk in this one because it's not super thick, but it did mix up very nicely. So So this one's a little bit runnier. There's a lot here, as you can see. But if you want it to be thicker, just use a little bit less almond milk, or of course, if you use more protein powder, it'll be thicker as well. So this is gonna be significantly more calories. This one is way more like a meal replacement, or if you're bulking, if you're trying to gain weight, something like that. So you're looking at 583 calories for the deluxe. Now for the macro breakdown, what we're looking at is 43 grams of protein. Again, for the third time, you can make that more by just adding more powder. 80 grams of carbohydrates. So this one is a little bit of a sugar bomb. It is heavy on the carbohydrates, the natural sugars from the fruit and the honey. And then you're looking at 13 grams of fat, total 583 calories. So very solid for meal replacement, or again, if you're bulking, trying to gain weight. Almond milk, strawberries, blueberry, banana, raw honey, Greek yogurt, protein powder, and PB Fit. So if I bring these three back into view for you here, you can see we have the simple, the standard, and the deluxe. All right, that is all I have for you today. Those are my 3 simple but tasty and healthy protein smoothies that you can make for yourself at home. Super simple, clean ingredients, can't go wrong. Let me know in the comments which one of these you like the most, or if you have a different recipe that you love, let me know what it is in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys. If you liked the video, got any value from this, I'd love if you could hit the like button, maybe subscribe if you're feeling generous, and either way, have a great rest of your week.